Hello and welcome to FDN News. I'm Parker Delagrange.
And I'm Allie Hope. Huntington Theater students have been working since last semester to prepare for the play These Shining Lives. Last weekend, the seats in the Black Box Theater were filled, but not just in the way you might expect.
This year, the theater department is taking a new approach to their stage, hoping to bring out more creativity for the program. The play, These Shining Lives, is based off of the true story of 4 women in the 1920s who worked with the harmful chemical radium. To make this story come to life, play director Ryan Long decided to try a new technique.
We created a piece where audiences on both sides. And this has been a challenge not only for the actors, but I think it'll also be a different experience for the audience.
Unlike most shows in the past, the Black Box Theater allows for the audience to feel more immersed in the events. Actors and actresses are able to conduct a more intimate performance, as well as face any direction they want, rather than just forward.
Beside the countless hours the actors and directors spend rehearsing, there is a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, or better yet, behind the curtain.
Stage design, lights, sound, and wardrobe are all just a few things that must be done before the first show. First-time stage manager Elizabeth Cruz says that she is excited to be able to help the production come together.
It's been fun to get to communicate with everybody and make sure everyone's talking to each other, and it's just something new for me to try this time.
Spending up to 14 hours a week on a production, it is hard to imagine that this only lasts over the weekend. However, the crew sees this all as completely worth it.
It really does only last a moment, but those moments are so beautiful.
For Forrester News, I'm Allie Hope.
It's just really incredible how they're able to all come together and make that show happen.
It really is, Allie. You know what else is coming together is the Plex. After spring break, the main entrance of the Plex will be closing for the final phase of construction. The Plex here at Huntington University has been undergoing renovations for more than a year now. These will include a new lobby area, additional gym spaces, hospitality suites, and a new main entrance layout. The rest of the semester, students will have access to the Plex through the southeast fieldhouse door. You might know about the women's volleyball team at HU, but starting this fall, leaders plan on launching a men's volleyball team. Male students currently play volleyball recreationally on a sand volleyball court. HU's athletic director Lori Kohler says that this new volleyball club will be a huge opportunity for students.
Men's volleyball is a growing sport across the country. Hope there is some interest among current students, but we'll also be looking to hire a coach soon, hopefully, to begin recruiting some freshmen for next year.
HU will play against other NAIA schools, and eventually leaders hope to convert it from a club to an official varsity sport.
It was movie night this past week in the Hub, but instead of popcorn, leaders provided a fan favorite, Chick-fil-A. It's SAB's annual Chick Flick Night. The meal was all-you-can-eat chicken and the film The Parent Trap. Students enjoyed the presence of friends, and some just enjoyed a good chick flick. Either way, many students left the event satisfied.
It's junior film season at HU, and this past weekend, film majors shot this semester's second film titled Husk. More than a dozen film students took over the Mac House for production, tackling the story in just 3 days. Directed by Alex Anderson and produced by Katie Reyes, Husk follows the story of Enrique and his abuela.
And it is about a young man named Enrique who cooks for his abuela, and every time he cooks for her something different, she remembers him.
Reyes is satisfied that the weekend went well. Production on the third and final junior film, Home for Christmas, begins after spring break. If you watched The Big Game last week, you may have noticed Hollywood laid claim to much of the ad space. Marvel Studios released a trailer for the long-awaited Deadpool threequel, now officially titled Deadpool and Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds returns as the Merc with a Mouth for the film that will be full of action and raunchy humor. Fans also caught a glimpse of Hugh Jackman back in action as Wolverine. Other trailers featured Sunday night included Wicked, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Twisters.
Mickey and the gang are looking to unionize. Character performers at the Disneyland theme park are looking to join the Actors Equity Association, joining their counterparts in Orlando who are already unionized. The actors say the effort is due to high costs of living in Orange County, where the park is located. Other groups of employees at the park are unionized, but the Characters and Parades Department is still waiting to be represented.
A symbol of revolution for many Russians, Alexei Navalny passed away this weekend in prison. He was known for challenging Putin's residency in Russia and in 2020 survived a poisoning attempt. Some Navalny supporters suspect the Russian government to be involved and many protests and vigils have appeared around Russia. Navalny leaves behind his wife, child, and lots of controversy.
Since Navalny's death, several possible candidates in the 2024 U.S. election have responded. President Joe Biden has been quoted in saying, "Putin is responsible for Navalny's death," while former President and Republican candidate Donald Trump stated, "The sudden death of Alexei Navalny has made him more and more aware of what is happening in our country." Finally, Nikki Haley stated that Putin has done to Navalny what Putin does to all of his opponents. He kills them.
Students at Huntington are often jumping at the opportunity to engage in activities on campus. There are a lot of options, but there's a new student-led game night aimed at building stronger community and centered around a notable able student, G-Money.
Family Game Night has been a tradition in homes around the country for decades. Student-led event Game Night with G-Money aimed to bring the same feel for the students here on campus. Getting together with peers and classmates not only deepens friendships, but also opens opportunities for new relationships. If you missed out on this game night, there are endless opportunities to attend events the students often take advantage of. And whether it be for the free food or the company of their friends, attendance is rarely low.
I'd say my favorite part is probably seeing how happy everybody is, but then on top of that, just getting to talk with friends who I don't get to see that often.
There are always events happening here at HU, but only some of them roll off from the students.
Students are constantly taking advantage of the ability to host their own events, and Game Night with G-Money is just one example of this.
Well, the way I see it is, I think it brings us together, because I've noticed, at least the first time I came here I didn't know exactly what to expect, but now I kind of do, because it seems like we're a big family.
For FDN News, I'm Parker Delagrange.
That's all we have for today.
Thank you for joining us on FDN News. I'm Parker.
And I'm Allie. We will see you next week.